Hello everyone, my name is Devanshi Dagur. Welcome to our channel, The Sharp Edge Update. Today we're gonna study a new chapter, that is magnet and magnetic effect of current. Students, in 1819, a scientist named Oersted discovered that when a current is passed through any conductor, then magnetic field is produced around it. So, the generation of magnetic field around the conductor when direct current is passed through it is known as magnetic effect of current. In this video, we will also study about the magnetic field and magnetic field lines. We will also study about the magnetic compass.
Firstly, we will study about magnetic effects of current, or we can say electromagnetism. Students, a Danish scientist Hans Christian Ørsted for the first time in 1819 discovered that when an electric current is passed through any conductor, a magnetic field is produced around it. And Faraday showed that while current could create a magnetic field, a magnet also could generate electricity. The relationship between electricity and magnetism is called electromagnetism. So, dear students, the generation of a magnetic field around a conductor when direct current, that means DC, is passed through it is called magnetic effect of current. Now, students, do you know what is meant by magnetic field and magnetic field lines? See, a magnet is associated with a magnetic field around it, and the region around a magnet where its influence can be felt is called its magnetic field. Students, magnetic field cannot be seen, but it can be traced by plotting magnetic lines of force, or we can also call them magnetic field lines, with the help of a compass needle or by sprinkling iron fillings around it. Dear students, the direction of the magnetic field of a magnet at a point is the direction of the resultant force acting on an isolated north pole placed at that point. And the direction of the magnetic field is indicated by the magnetic field lines around the magnet. So, the magnetic field lines are also called magnetic lines of force. Students, each magnet has two poles, that is north and south pole. These poles cannot be separated. This means we cannot have an isolated north or south pole. Now, what is magnetic compass or compass needle? Dear students, a magnetic compass or compass needle is a small, or we can say light, magnetic needle that is pivoted at its center in a small aluminum or brass case with a glass top. The pointed and painted end of the pointer indicates the north direction, as you can see in this figure. Now, I will show you how are the magnetic field lines plotted by using a compass. As you can see in this figure, a compass needle is placed near to the north pole of the magnet, and the north pole of the magnet is represented by the capital letter N, and the north pole of the compass needle stays away from the N pole of the magnet because like poles repel each other. Now mark the position of the north pole of the compass needle on the paper with a pencil. Now shift the compass needle so that its south pole coincides with the dot marked on the paper. Again, mark the position of the north pole of the compass needle and repeat the process until the compass needle reaches the south pole of the magnet. Then join all these pencil dots. The curve so obtained is called the magnetic line of force. Students, a large number of magnetic lines of force can be drawn around a bar magnet by placing a compass needle at different locations. Now we will study about the properties of magnetic field lines. Students, some characteristic properties of the magnetic field lines are listed here. First property of magnetic field line is magnetic field lines start at the north pole and end at the south pole. According to the second property, magnetic field lines do not intersect each other because there can't be two directions of the magnetic field at any one point. And the third property is the degree of closeness of the field lines depends upon the strength of the magnetic field. So, stronger the field, closer are the field lines. So, the magnetic field is stronger near the poles and the magnetic field lines are closer near the poles. Now, we will study how to predict the direction of deflection of the magnetic needle placed near a conductor carrying current. Students, the direction of deflection of the magnetic needle placed near a conductor carrying current can be obtained from Ampere's swimming rule. Now, you will ask that what is Ampere's swimming rule? So, according to Ampere's swimming rule, imagine a person swimming with his face downwards looking at the magnetic needle such that the current enters from his feet, that is in south direction, or we can say towards S, and leaves from his head, that is towards N, or we can say north pole. Then the north pole, or we can say N pole of the magnetic needle will get deflected towards his left hand, as you can see in this figure. So, this experiment shows that the electric current flowing through a conductor produces a magnetic field around it, and also the direction of deflection of magnetic needle placed closer to the current carrying conductor depends on the position of conductor relative to the magnetic needle. Now, let's come to the next topic, that is magnetic field due to a straight current carrying conductor, or what kind of magnetic field is produced by a straight current carrying conductor. To understand this, let's perform an experiment. Students, pass a vertical copper wire, that is AB, through a horizontal cardboard sheet. Now, connect this wire to a battery through a key and pass the current by closing the key. Now, map the magnetic field around the wire on the cardboard using a compass. Now you will see the magnetic lines of force around a straight conductor carrying electric current are concentric circles with the conductor at the center. So, when the electric current flows downwards, the direction of the magnetic field is clockwise, and when the current flows upward, the direction of the magnetic field is anti-clockwise. Now, can you tell me on what factors does the field produced by a straight current carrying conductor depend? So, the first factor is current passing through the conductor. Students, the strength of the magnetic field, that is represented by capital B, is directly proportional to the current I passing through the conductor. So, we can say B is directly proportional to I, which means an increase in current flowing through the conductor increases the strength of the magnetic field. As a result, spacing between the lines of force decreases. Now, the second factor is distance from the conductor. Dear students, the strength of the magnetic field B is inversely proportional to the distance R from the conductor. Mathematically, B is inversely proportional to R. So, with an increase in the distance from the conductor, the strength of the magnetic field decreases. As a result, as we go away from the conductor, the spacing between the lines of force increases. Now, what's the magnitude of the magnetic field produced by a straight current carrying conductor? So, students, the magnitude of magnetic field B produced by an infinitely long current carrying straight wire in vacuum at a distance r is given by B is equals to nu naught I upon 2 pi r into T. Here, B is the magnitude of magnetic field produced by the straight conductor, and nu naught is the permeability of vacuum. And do you know the value of nu naught is 4 pi into 10 to the power minus 7. And I is the current flowing through the conductor, R is the distance from the conductor, and T is Tesla. That is the unit in which the strength of magnetic field is expressed. Do you know 1 Tesla is equals to 1 Newton upon 1 ampere into 1 meter. Now, what is Maxwell's right hand grip rule, or we can say right hand thumb rule? Students, the direction of lines of force of the magnetic field produced by a current carrying straight conductor can be predicted from the Maxwell's right hand grip rule, as you can see in the given figure. And this rule states that if a straight conductor carrying current is held in the right hand such that the thumb is pointed in the direction of the current, then the direction in which your fingers encircle the wire gives the direction of the magnetic lines of force around the wire. And the rule is also termed as Maxwell's screw rule. According to this rule, if the corkscrew moves in the direction of the current, then the hand turns in the direction of the magnetic lines of force.
So, what we have studied in this video? In this video, we studied about the magnetic field around a straight current carrying conductor. And we have also studied about Maxwell's right hand grip rule.